life of people not only in Niger State but also.
Still a chance for Iron Robin. It's
let him shoot. No problem.
Welcome to the Gallery TV News Update at 4. I am Oluwatomi Oberdi. The news headlines. INEC voter registration tolls at 29%, 1 month to deadline. Insecurity. This government would not rest until peace is fully restored in Nigeria, says Buhari. Federal government makes health insurance compulsory for employers. Still on the news, 15-year-old genius aces WAEC and UTME. On business news, 1,142 food marketers get old-age facilities. On sports, basketball ban, FIBA threatens sanctions against Nigeria. On entertainment, Progress wins Nigerian Idol Season 7, backs 100 million naira prize. On foreign news, 7 killed after fire engulfs Philippine ferry. Now to the news in details. INEC voter registration stalls at 29%, 1 month to deadline. The plan of the Independent National Electoral Commission to register at least 20 million Nigerian voters before the end of June seems unlikely to come to fruition, as only 5.8 million people representing 29% of INEC's target have actually registered. According to INEC, as of May 16, 9,238,991 fresh registrants had registered online, but of this figure, only 5,845,751 had completed the physical registration process. The INEC chairman, Professor Mahmoud Yakub, has said last year that the commission was expected to register 20 million Nigerians before July this year. The intended target was mostly youths who had crossed the age of 18 since the 2019 elections. However, with barely a month left to INEC's deadline, only 70% of those INEC had thought would register have failed to do so. When contacted on the telephone, the Chief Press Secretary to INEC Chairman Rotimi Oyekomi said the Commission would not extend the deadline, which is June 30th. He said the Commission would not extend the CVR continuous voter registration, which started on June 30th last year. For the first time ever, the Commission introduced the online pre-registration option to make it easier for eligible Nigerians to register. Harry Odari Atoye noted that INEC and other stakeholders are done enough to get citizens registered. He, however, encouraged the need to prevent voter apathy. He said INEC and other electoral stakeholders, including CSOs and the media, have done more than enough to get more Nigerians registered. Insecurity. This government would not rest until peace is fully restored in Nigeria, says Buhari. President Muhammadu Buhari has re-echoed his government's resolve to restore peace to every part of the country. Buhari said this on Monday during the Nigerian Air Force NAP Day Registration 2022, held at the NAF base in Kano. In his speech, he said this government will not rest until peace and security are fully restored to the nation. The president congratulated the NAF and other security agencies for the sacrifices toward peace, assured of his government's continued support. He has urged them to remain resolute and committed to their duty. His government, he said, invested much in equipping NAF, which has yielded results and will do even more. He said they should be rest assured that in the government, they are willing to do even more to ensure the provision of the requisite support and the encouragement to overcome various security challenges. The President promised to enhance the welfare of the NFF personnel and expressed confidence that Nigerian security challenges will soon be a thing of the past. Monday's event was attended by Governor Abdullahi Ganduje of Kano State, service chiefs, the leadership of the National Assembly, and traditional rulers, among others. Earlier, the president had visited the Emir of Kano, Aminu Ado Bayero, to commiserate with him over the explosion that rocked the state last week. He was accompanied by Governor Ganduje. Still on the news, federal government makes health insurance compulsory for employers. The federal government has mandated all employers and employees in public, private, and informal sectors to have access to health insurance This development came when the federal government noted that only states with established health insurance schemes and contributory schemes benefit from the Basic Healthcare Provision Fund. The newly signed law by the President repeals the National Health Insurance Scheme Act 2004. Under the previous act, states were required to pay a 50% counterpart fund to access the total fund for the BHCPF. Buhari's signing of the new act is part of the moves by the federal government to ensure that Nigeria achieves universal health coverage, a sustainable development goal by 2030. The sponsor of the bill, Dr. Yahaya Oloriegbe, representing Kwara State Senatorial District, in his lead debate, noted that the bill would provide for a robust, affordable, and sustainable financial mechanism for health. The bill will enhance the ability of Nigeria to achieve universal health coverage by 2030. He said this new law would meticulously written to ensure compliance in order to ensure that everyone who lives in this country enjoys basic healthcare services. The NHIS has been strengthened as a regulatory authority. They will go all out to ensure strict compliance, just like the old Act says, that do not contributory scheme or refuse to domesticate the bill would enjoy the benefits. It is, however, important that states realize the importance of domesticating this law so that citizens, most especially the vulnerable, can enjoy the services. While the former law focused on just the formal sector, the new law focuses also not just on the formal sector, but on the informal sector. Statutorily, every employer of labor should pay 10% of basic salaries as medical allowances, which are to be converted as premium for workforce. The new law repeals the National Health Insurance Act, which has been in existence since 2004. This scheme has continued to grow at a snail's pace, leaving more than 93% of Nigerians without access to health insurance. The NHIS ensures the pooling of funds from different sectors of the economy, with many people contributing money. The essence is to guarantee free health care for the contributors whenever the need arises. 15-year-old genius aces WAEC and UTME. A 15-year-old student made a hole in WAEC and UTME respectively. The 15-year-old Felix from Eson West Local Government, Edo State, having come out in flying color in WAEC, did beyond expectation in the Unified Tertiary Matriculation Examination (UTME) with 300 score. JAM is the Nigerian Entrance Examination Board for tertiary level institutions. The board is saddled with the responsibility of conducting the UTME to access candidates for admissions to higher institutions for graduate programs of the candidate choices. Felix, who aims to study computer science at the University of Lagos, has possessed excellent scores of 67 in English language, 17 in physics, 17 in chemistry, and 91 in mathematics in the just concluded UTME. He also did excellently in the last West African Senior Secondary Certificate Examination, WAEC, with 2 credits, B3 in 5 subjects, and A1 in further mathematics. Felix is from Eson West Local Government Area of Edo State. Now on business news. 1,142 food marketers get haulage facilities. Kogi State Coordination Office of Agro-Processing Productivity Enhancement and Livelihood Improvement Support Project appeals has facilitated distribution of 39 haulage facilities to 87 marketing groups to ease transportation of farm produce. 11 trucks, 6 boxer boxes, and 22 tricycles were given to beneficiaries in a marketing segment under the value chains of rice, cashew, and cassava, among items such as rice toner, the generators, weighing scale, bag sealing machines, and cashew cutters. The 1,142 marketers are from 87 marketing groups qualified from the series of identification processes as spelled out by the project. They are to utilize the facilities for the benefits of the group. In the ceremony to hand over the facilities, Deputy Governor and Chairman of the State Steering Committee of Appeals, Chief Edward Onoja, hailed the beneficiaries for being selected. He advised them not to sell the support given to them or make good use of them for the benefits of group members. Onoja thanked the State Appeals Project, led by Project Coordinator Dr. Sunny Ozomata, for transforming the agricultural sector. He acknowledged the support facilitated by the project across segments of production, processing, and marketing with the Women and Youth Empowerment Project, noting that great value has been added to the agricultural sector. Onoja hailed Governor Yahaya Bello for providing the leadership enabling the state to achieve its potential. He said, having facilitated support for those in production and processing, it was the turn of food marketers. Commissioner for Agriculture David Ape, represented by Permanent Secretary in Ministry of Agriculture, Mr. Sonny Abdulganiyu, said the success recorded by Ape's project is as a result of the environment created by the governor. He urged beneficiaries to use the facilities well to achieve good results. In his address, Commercialization and Business Development Officer for Appeals Project in Kogi, Mr. Alexander Tama, said beneficiaries were selected in line with the criteria spelled out by the project. Now on sports news. Basketball ban. FIBA threatens sanctions against Nigeria. World Basketball Body FIBA has warned Nigeria faces sanctions following the country's decision to withdraw from international competitions for 2 years. FIBA stated this in a letter addressed to Factional Nigerian Basketball Federation President Musa Abdul Kida, signed by Jamie Lamboy, head of legal FIBA, and dated May 18, 2022. Last week, Sports Minister Sunday Dare, through the Permanent Secretary of the Sports Ministry, Ismailia Abubakar, stated that the President, Major General Muhammadu Buhari, retired, had given approval with immediate effect to withdraw Nigeria from all international basketball competitions for 2 years, following lingering leadership rifts in the NBBF. The minister added that the withdrawal would help the country revive the sport from the grassroots, as well as put an end to the basketball crisis. FIBA, however, warned that Nigeria was at the risk of being sanctioned, saying the withdrawal was a breach of Article 9.7 of FIBA's General Statutes, which states national member federations shall manage their affairs independently and with no influence from third parties. Article 10.2 of the FIBA statutes added that, on initiative of the Secretary General of FIBA Central Board, may suspend a national member federation for the breach of Article 9.7. If the sanction is approved, it means Nigeria will miss out on the 2024 Olympic Games as well as the 2025 World Championships for the men and female teams. Similarly, Nigeria will also be unable to compete at the next 2 Afro Basketball Championships, male and female. We take the opportunity to remind the NBBF of its obligations to manage its affairs with no influence from third parties, as per Article 9.6 of FIBA General Statutes. On entertainment, Progress wins Nigerian Idol Season 7, bags 100 million naira prize. Progress has emerged the winner of the Nigerian Idol Season 7. This was announced at the grand finale, which was broadcasted across African Magic stations on Sunday. The show's host, Ike Osaki Odua, announced Progress as the winner after he battled with Zadok for the grand prize of 100 million naira. After weeks of watching the top 12 contestants singing their hearts out on the live shows to earn fan votes, Progress and Zadok emerged as the final 2. For the finale, D'banj and Simi, who are also judges for the show, performed on the stage and thrilled the audience. D'banj had a performance with the 2 finalists, while the Season 6 winner, Kingdom Crusade, performed with other 10 finalists. As the winner of the competition, Progress goes on with a cash prize of 30 million naira, a brand new SUV, a Biggie branded refrigerator, and a year's supply of Biggie drinks. He will also get a record on extended play album produced by leading music producer in Nigeria, and a music video, a weekend getaway from Travel Better, and DSTV Explorer fully installed with a 12-month premium subscription. Lastly, on foreign news, 7 killed after fire engulfs Philippine ferry. At least 7 people were killed and scores plugged to safety in the Philippines on Sunday after a fire ripped through a ferry and forced passengers to jump overboard. The blaze broke out on the Mercraft 2 at around 6:30 a.m. as it carried 134 passengers and crew from Polillo Island to Rio in Quezon Province on the main island of Luzon. 7 people died and 127 were rescued. Philippine Coast Guard spokesman Commodore Amado Balilu said after the last missing person was found. The fiberglass fast-crack boat, which had 186-person capacity, was about a kilometer from Rio when it caught fire. People with life rings and life vests were in the water. Some were rescued by other ferries or clambered into inflammable boats. A team of investigators was preparing to look into the cause. 24 people were injured, including the captain of the ferry, according to the Coast Guard. Speaking from the hospital where the injured were being treated, real-time disaster officer Ricky Polblade said the 7 dead are drowned. Photos posted on the Coast Guard Facebook page showed a survivor lying on the stretcher being carried off on the ferry. Another lay on the deck of a boat and appeared to be receiving treatment. The Philippines, an archipelago of more than 7,000 islands, is plagued by poor sea transport, with its badly regulated boats and ships prone to overcrowding and accidents. The fire on the aircraft was under control and the burned-out wreckage towed to shore. That is it on the news updates at 4. For more information, please follow us on our website at www.thegallerytv.com and all our social media platforms at The Gallery TV. Thanks for watching and have a lovely day.
The life of people not only in Niger State, but also
Still a chance for Iron Robin. It's
Let them shoot, let them shoot. No problem.
That the government upgrades
As the vision is the long overstatement on
he accused the APC lead